I can't keep doing it to you guys. I am sorry. I am a bit of a troll. Sorry, everybody. Hello and welcome to Landiadog Harbour, where we are going to be driving the Caledonia Works 30XX pack. So, yeah, just to let everybody know, this is the Great Western variant. In the last live stream we did the Railway Operating Division variant. And we actually did it in Australia, which not a lot of people were expecting, myself included, to be honest. But I thought, you know what, I would like to actually do the Great Western variant as well, since it's one that I absolutely love. Before anybody asks, no, this is not die. I've said it about 900 times now, but since there's people that still don't get it, Die is not going to be a 30XX. It was me trolling everybody, essentially. Again, I'm good at that. Oh, there's wagons all around the docks as well, apparently, so I suppose we could go shunting. Although I've got a line of fully loaded coal wagons, even though we shouldn't really be importing coal to South Wales. This is a special beer-stained or beer-soaked coal, which is going to be used for Mr. Davies' homemade sausage wine. So it's been imported all the way from Germany, where it's been soaked for 2 weeks in beer. We do have some wagons dotted around the docks, but I can't be bothered. That's from a previous live stream, I think. I really can't be bothered to do some shunting. I was only going to do an unfitted freight working. So apologies to the people who say I've probably got the wrong lamp for an unfitted working. I honestly don't know which lamp code to use, but hey. So I'm stoking the fire because we've got a massive uphill climb coming up, so we will sit blowing off for a while. The other thing to mention, we've only got 800 gallons of water. And that's got to get us as far as the halfway station at Abersaeth. I wanted to make it a little bit more challenging. Can anybody hear me? Okay. I just saw people saying they can see and hear me. Well, can't see. I don't have the camera on again. It's still too warm in this attic, so I'm not going to have the web camera on. Right then, Di. Wow, Caleb Campbell is bored already, and we've literally been streaming for 5 minutes. It's, well, it's nice to know that we're entertaining you. If you've got something better that you want to do, please, by all means, go and do it. One on top, one on far right is unfitted. So, one on the top. So that's the head code for, or the light lamp code for unfitted freight. And we're just pulling off the siding onto the loop. Here we go. So our job for the day, if we just lean out the window, we've got some Victory Works unfitted freight or private owner wagons with our beer-soaked coal for making sausage wine. So yeah, we've been absolutely ramming the coal in there. We'll stick the blower on now as well, get that fire burning. Hopefully we won't spend too much longer shunting because I don't want to sit here wasting steam. In fact, while we're blowing off, let's stick the injector on. Samuel Sharp is asking, can I do a stream with the 04 from the Great Central Railway? That's not a bad idea. I might have put the brakes on too early there. Oh no, no, we're clear of the point. There we go. I think we'll stop shoveling now. Let's. Oh, there's the Holy Bible. I knew there would be one in here somewhere. Right, boiler's full. Everybody's calling it Cold Cane. That's an interesting name for it. I'll run with it. Dump, 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 dump. Oh. Okay, so trainception has happened. Or bufferception. So we'll just stick the injector on. I'm just pulling forward so that the buffers aren't completely buffer locked. Right, there we go. It's time to go. So with this loco, I've been told the ideal sort of thing, you gotta wait 5 minutes for it to warm up. So I've basically just shoveled about half a ton of coal onto the fire. So I imagine we've just cooled it down because of that. But we are still making steam. Oh no, don't say that there's coaches waiting. No, there isn't. We're good. We're all good all the way up. This is a different scenario. So we've got what feels like quite a heavy freight now. But we don't have any banking assistance on this one. And we've only got a limited amount of water, so we... Right, I'm going to have to put you in timeout, Callum. Let's see, put user in timeout. For all your silly messages on the chat, please don't do that. It's not funny. As you see, we're not blowing off anymore. We are losing steam. But we do have a very steep gradient coming up, so I am a little bit concerned about it. Dampers are open, blower is on to try and draw the fire, get that fire burning strong. As you see, the steam generation rate is flying up. We are still picking up speed, so the fire is drawing. And we're not blowing off, so that means we are putting all the power down through the track right now. Although she is lifting the heavy freight off. Let's put her in second valve. All right. We'll notch her right back. So that's a 1 in 72 gradient. She's handling it perfectly. Which, to be honest, that's exactly what I expected from one of these machines. And you see we're actually making steam now. The boiler pressure is green. And we're still lifting. We can go sit in the brake van for a bit. I love the Victory Works wagons. "55 people watching. I wasn't really expecting so many people tonight. Especially considering this is... Oh my god, it's an American. Shoot him!
Oh, well, fine. Nobody likes you anyway.
Except the 52 people watching my live stream. Where's the people watching your live stream, James?
Can you repeat that? I turned the volume on your stream again so you can catch that part.
Oh, right, okay. Never mind, don't worry. I was just being nasty.
Just being you.
Yeah, basically. How are you anyway?
Not too bad.
I'm just doing some unfitted freight on the Pennoy Valley Railway. He's off now as we're approaching the points.
You got bored again, I see.
Pretty much, yeah. I've got nothing else to do tonight. I was thinking about going to the cinema to see the Aladdin film, the one with Will Smith.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I'm one of those not cool guys who never saw the original.
What, the cartoon?
No.
You mean you didn't watch any Disney films?
I did, just not that one.
Oh. Because it's a great one.
I've seen the original Dumbo and I've seen the original Lion King. Those two, I want to see those remakes so I can compare them.
Oh, you mean you actually want to watch the reboots?
Because I'm curious.
Is that what you're saying? You want to actually watch the reboots?
Yeah, because I want to know how messed up they made it.
Meh. So the reboots of the Disney films that I've seen so far have been spectacular.
Have you seen the Dumbo one yet?
I've not seen Dumbo, but I've seen... What is it? Jungle Book. That was brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that one.
It was
I've seen Jungle Book, the original movie, but I haven't seen Jungle Book reboot.
It was brilliant. So I'm taking it nice and easy. We're only going to do the one-way... Oh, West. I think Barney wants to join us again. Let's. Hello, Barney.
Hello.
Hello, Barney.
Hello, Rhesuscus.
Hello, Barney.
Oh God.
Oh God, I'm stuck in a loop. Hello, Barney. I can't stop.
Oh,
Oh
no.
God, help! Hello, Barney. It's a disease.
Somebody get Doctor Strange in the time zone.
Oh Lord. It's D. It's been D in the cocaine trucks. This is gonna be interesting.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Bolton. He says hi to both of us.
Oh God. Hello, David. So I'm going to try and stay at 25 miles an hour for this run today.
How many trucks do you plan on dropping?
I'm not going to... Well, actually, I've just done the steepest part of the line.
Oh, that's good then. Got that over.
So, you know, I've done the steepest part of the line, so I don't need to drop any. I can actually shut off the blower.
That's good.
It's good because I've only got 700 gallons to get me halfway.
You know, it could be worse.
I could have 600
You might
gallons.
get blown away.
Realistically, you should have done this with Pinky now.
What's that?
You should have done this with Pinky.
I should have done a stream with Pinky, but yeah.
Well, bloody
Well,
Pinky is a legend.
Indeed.
tonight's going to be interesting for me.
What, Pinky?
Why is that?
I'm under a tornado watch.
Awesome. That's what I love to hear. So when does 60163 arrive? Sorry. I should actually be a lot more serious. It is actually quite a
danger.
dangerous situation to be in, I imagine.
Well, let's put it this way. Right now, most of the storms are in western Illinois,
Illinois.
but they are slowly working their way this way.
Ah.
My friend's bloody power and Wi-Fi got fucked by the storm in Michigan a couple weeks ago, and he's still without power.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed.
That's what I like to hear.
It's just Britain's way of getting back at America now, the weather.
It's Britain's way of getting back at America for not being a colony anymore.
Exactly.
You don't deserve safety from the weather without Her Majesty's government in charge.
To be perfectly honest, the weather doesn't care who's trying to protect what.
To be honest, no, it doesn't. I don't
Yeah,
imagine
yeah,
it matters whether it's an American flag or a British flag flying from City Hall. If a
To be
tornado hits it, it's gonna fly.
I don't know. You have Storm Desmond. I mean, that was pretty rough. Like, our storms are nothing compared to theirs.
Caleb is asking, do you live in Michigan? You don't live in Michigan, no, do you? You live in Illinois.
No. I live in Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah, one of the most boring states in the country.
I've been told Alaska is the most boring state in America, and I'm like, it's one of the most beautiful states.
Well, it depends on where you go, really.
I mean, I
There are some areas-
admit there
I've
are
driven through
boring
parts
parts.
of Wyoming that have. On my road trip, I drove through parts of Wyoming and Nevada that make me wish that I could have had somebody with me.
Ooh.
I would have come with you. I didn't get invited.
Stuck over there. I would have loved to have met up with you over here, but you couldn't have come over because of.
Immigration reasons.
Oh
Magic.
no, I wasn't gonna say that.
I've been banned from the US.
Yeah, because you're too Welsh.
It's probably because I'm too much of a pro-British person. It doesn't help. I stood in City Hall and said, "We shouldn't accept the Declaration of Independence." I've got a really anti-American mood tonight. I don't know why. I do apologise.
It's fine, we sound like that all the time.
Let's fly the Union Jack from City Hall. I don't know why. Boston Tea Party and all that. I think it's because I was watching a video about the American Revolution earlier.
Probably. I mean, if you look at China, they didn't give us what we wanted, so we got their country addicted to drugs.
Well, that's the British way. We turn up, we murder everybody, we take their things.
And then leave them addicts.
And then leave them addicted to crack.
And then they have to buy the crack.
Rule Britannia.
We'll crack Tanya.
I think James has gone quiet because we're being pro-British.
No, not really. It's just a matter of I know when to not speak.
Yeah.
It's alright, James.
As opposed to you and your motor mouth.
Oh wow! Oh, that's fight.
Ooh.
This is fighting talk. The Americans strike back. I'm sensing the Musketeers are lining up. The Minutemen. Oh, what's the? Is it not the? Oh, I'm trying to think of the big battle.
Give them a minute, folks.
Oh, I can't think of it. I keep wanting to say Gettysburg, but that was the American Civil War. It's not Revolution. There was a massive battle. Was it Battle of Boston Harbor or Maine or River Delaware or something? That was a huge battle in the American Revolution.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last year when I went on my road trip that took me through Pennsylvania, I drove through Gettysburg Battlefield.
Oh, did
Ooh.
you?
That's not
Yeah.
That's something
didn't
I
think
would have
much of
liked.
it, but then when I started recognizing, wait, I think I know where I am now. I started thinking about it, and I wanted to stop, but I had to get to Strasburg for the Strasburg Railroad in good timing to be able to actually see their trains in action.
I think one of my ancestors fought at Gettysburg. Because
I want to get over that way again and do a better check of everything. That's why I'm thinking, if I don't invade Wales, I mean what?
Wait, what?
the
can
Americans
invade
are
Wales.
invading Wales.
You can invade Real. No one likes Real.
Oh.
I think anyone from Grill in the chat is now offended.
Yorktown?
What?
Somebody
Yeah, what?
in the chat has just said Yorktown. It's possible, I suppose.
And what I was gonna say was, if I don't, well, invade Wales or go in reality go visit next year as my vacation, and do some of my checking of the heritage railways and so forth. I am going to do a Pennsylvania only trip.
Nice.
I've got a lot of things in Pennsylvania I want to check out, but I didn't get to do all of them on my trip last year.
I should have added more wagons to this consist.
Too late now.
It is. Because I'm not struggling at all, to be honest. Which is rare for me, because normally I do.
D is supercharged. I've also managed to fix 813's valve gear, so I'm a happy chappy.
Hooray! Bay is coming to life.
Bay is coming to life.
Yes. You do realise that when Bay is made, I will probably stream nothing but Bay for like 6 weeks on this channel.
I've got no problem with that.
It'll be like, I'll be starting at 6 in the morning, lighting up the fire, streaming all day until like 6 PM, do a 12-hour shift of streaming Bay.
Thing is, I'm planning on doing almost all the versions from when it was first built, and even all the minor changes of vacuums and stuff like that. So like Reese can enact every single period of its life.
Oh, okay, I'm good. I pressed pause and I thought Train Sim died.
Ladies and gentlemen, Reese Davies.
Welcome to the pretend Welsh countryside, which is not Wales really, because it's made up, but I completely stole this route and made it Wales.
As Reese does.
Made it Welsh. I just stuck a flag in it and went, this is mine now.
It could be worse. Could be that 1 in 19 for 10 miles. You could have added that in.
Oh, do you know what, James? That is a good idea.
Oh no.
I think I'm going to do it.
What have you made him do?
What have I done?
What have you done?
Oh!
Hello, David Singh. I think I got that right.
Yeah, David Singh, that's what his name is. I've just realised this is a totally unfitted freight, so I need a lot of brakes to actually slow down.
Wait, so
No, you
if
don't.
that's his last name, does that mean he sings?
James is so funny.
I just had to. Okay, not really.
Let's dump the brakes completely because we need
Drop
to
both anchors.
go over the crossing at about 20 mile an hour if we can. So in this video we're kind of pretending that the railway is up and running in BR days. I can't tell you how nice it is to actually be driving a Great Western 280.
There's nothing nice about the Great Western.
Wait, has someone made a 2800 for train sim?
For trains I have no idea.
No, train sim.
Yeah, DT and Steam Sound Supreme, but it's been work in progress for about 3 or 4 years now, so who
So it
knows?
still hasn't been done.
No, basically.
In English, have you forgotten about it or something? It's just that engine left in the corner of the shed that no one wants to use.
Pretty much. They've just abandoned it. I think they've abandoned it, to be honest. I think there was some dispute about it and it's not been resolved, so I think they've just given up.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's a real it's a crying shame, and I would rather them just give it to someone else to say, go on, finish it, if they can't do it. But then, of course, I have no operational control over it, so it's nothing to do with me, so, you know.
Yeah. It's a shame, though, because it's a nice logo.
Oh, it looked stunning in all the screenshots.
Yeah, I think I've seen them a few of the promos. So I was like, is that out? I was like, because I would definitely buy that in a heartbeat.
Oh, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I love 280s.
Yeah.
I come back to buy it in a heartbeat. What did I miss?
We were talking about Great Western 280s.
Oh, the not so great Western?
Ah, jeez. Right, it's time to get some howitzers out and send them towards James in Illinois.
Howard the howitzer.
To be fair, I give a friend over here in Indiana some grief about being a Rock Island fan because he loves to mess with me about being an N-scaler and model railroading.
It's O gauge or no gauge, mate. That's where it's at.
No double O gauge. That's where
No
it's at.
gauge it is because you can start no with N.
I'm very tempted to sell up all my double O gauge, to be honest. I've still got some. I've still got fucking loads, actually.
Still have that 7F.
Yeah, I still got the 7F. I need new transfers for it to make it die. Because at the moment it's 53808.
You 3D print its face. I mean, Die's face, so you can actually have it with the face.
It's been done.
Wait, really?
Yeah, haven't you seen the pictures on Facebook?
I log into Facebook far too little.
Right, okay. I'll have to show you, but yeah, it's been done.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I think this part of the route is all downhill because I haven't opened the reg and I'm still rolling at more than enough speed.
So,
They see me rolling, they see me derailing, they see me being picked up by a crane.
Oh my.
The railway rap. There's a chicken nearby. It's so nice just to be driving this relatively chilled out run.
Indeed.
So how is everybody watching the live stream? Everybody happy? Oh look, a dislike, yay.
Who's a salty boy?
Me, I'm a salty boy.
Arr. Oh wait, no, that's not right.
What?
Don't ask me. I just felt like it.
James Elliston, the noise specialist.
Yep, there we go. There it is. James having a seizure noise.
The one and only.
It could be worse.
How could it be worse?
It could be Reese.
Ooh.
Well,
You're gonna take that, Reese.
no, I'm gonna ban him.
No.
I'm just gonna ban you from everything, James.
I'm going to ban you from banning me.
Oh, I never thought of that. He's outwitted me.
Ooh.
That's it. I can't come back from that.
You fucked.
I know. Nobody was expecting that one.
No one
Soder
expected
and Midland
that.
Fan 95 says, no,
What a
Reese
name.
is a very cheesy boy.
I have a question for him. Why is your name really, really long? If you ever get like a fan meetup, it's not gonna, I really want to see that. It's like, oh my god, it's Sonar Midland Fan 95, LA 1995.
It's almost as bad as that one town that I can never pronounce.
Lanvaipul goch wingef double lenticilla go goch.
Wait, what the fuck?
Actually, I missed a bit out. Lanvaipul goch gechen goch. No, Lanvaipul goch gechen double lenticilla.
You can't even do a race.
I can't remember. There's a bit I'm missing out. I can't remember it.
What's the matter, Reese Cat? Got your tongue?
Lanvaipul goch wingef goch gechen double lenticilla go goch. There it is.
Damn.
Try and say that, James.
I'll pass.
Everybody thought.
Sodor and Midland Fan 95, LNER Fan 1995.
I can't wait
Is
to meet
a
a
girl.
fan meetup. Wait, is she he?
He, she, he.
Is she he? Wait,
He, she, he.
does he have? You don't have videos, ma'am.
What?
I said ma'am because I didn't. Like,
Ma'am. Did you just suddenly become like an 18th century lady from the south of America?
No, I was just.
I want to find myself a real man. Oh, I do declare. Clayton. Clayton.
Oh God, no.
I'm getting into character now.
No. Haven't you seen that video where it's like, sir, you're gonna need to calm down. It's ma'am.
No, oh, is it an ASDF movie or something?
I know it happened in real life.
No, I don't know.
Oh, it was beauty, man.
Ooh.
There you go.
I'm a girl,
I
guys.
have-
Really. You know how many guys have said that to me, Sodor?
How many times have you been catfished?
I don't assume they're all men, so none. But like, it is quite. It's funny because you just have to ask them and they get really defensive.
Did you just assume my gender?
Yes.
Oh.
7F.
How dare you? I am actually a ex Great Western 30XX.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, the girl's from New York.
From New York.
New York.
I saw a tweet from someone where it was like where they sent "Goodbye America, hello New York." I'm just like, they don't know, because New York's apparently a new country now.
It is. It's its own country. Did you know that New York was originally called New Holland?
No.
Actually, it wasn't. That's wrong. New Amsterdam. That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Everyone knows. That.
Everybody knows Pat.
Postman Pat.
Patman Post. Patman Post. It seems all the kids nowadays don't know what Postman Pat is.
How do they not know what Postman Pat is?
I have no idea. There's a factory over there, and I've never seen it before. I've been driving this route for years, and it's the first time I've ever spotted a factory down there. We're going to have to go and investigate. Where did this factory appear? I guess this is the sausage wine brewery.
To be fair, Reese, I walked home from the same way for 5 years, and I've only just noticed that there's a tree, this like massive tree along the way.
Oh, fair enough.
It's weird like that. Life is noticing this random crap. Like, how did I not notice that? I'm gonna make the insides of 813 pink. That's my
Awesome.
consensus.
We need more pink engines.
See, I'm not texturing it, so I don't get to do the fun jobs of messing around with the textures and making it look stupid. Sad face.
You know, I'll add some faces to it if you want.
Hell yeah. Feel free to fuck with it as much as you want.
Well, you heard it there, chaps. I get to fuck 813.
Include a firebox, Reese.
What happens between you and the engine shed stays in the engine shed.
Oh god.
Ben Skelton said New Holland is across the Humber. Yes, he's right. That's probably where I was thinking of it from, to be honest.
Yeah, you silly Billy.
Oh, you silly Billy!
That scares me.
Yes, it should. I have no control of it anymore. Oh, there's a train sat in the platform.
Crash into
No
it.
control. That sounds about right.
And I'm picking up speed wildly out of control,
Nothing new.
as always. And he went careening into a set of buffers. The end.
Mwah. I love 813, not 813, 2600 I made, because as well as it having an E2's rod, the inner valve gear is actually from a narrow gauge loco.
Oh, nice.
I love it. It was just a mix of everything I possibly could.
That's what I like to hear.
Like, it's got, I think, Sir Hayden's inner valve gear.
But to be honest, with Train Sim, a lot of people have had to make assumptions because there are no drawings or any reference of stuff anymore. And, you know, so be it. You know, we have to just accept that. As long as it looks alright, then I don't see a problem with it, you know? As long as it looks and sounds the part. I don't, like with a Steam loco, if it's chuffing, if the sounds are not taken from that loco, but it fits, it's been done properly and it fits the loco, then I don't mind. You know, I'd rather it feel good, if that makes any sense.
No, I understand. We can't always get like the things we want. Like, for example, A13, the blueprints are really basic. Like, it just basically says, here are the wheels, here is the frames, here is the basic body. Nothing else, no small details. So I've had to, for the outside of it, go to it in real life, and for the inside valve gear, I've just had to look at other locos ones and do a lot of guessing.
I have been very tempted to buy a 00 gauge 813, but they're only in kit form.
Yeah, they're expensive as well. It's like 100 something.
It's like 120 quid or something, and it's a
I
kit.
I was tempted to, but I was like, no. I've seen people go mad over like making cars kit building. Or like, oh no, I don't trust myself. I can't do airfix without going crazy.
I love airfix model planes, but
we do
airfix
tanks.
I hate painting them.
Well, painting's the fun part.
I hate painting.
How could you hate painting things?
It's a good thing you're not an artist then.
I was an artist when I was in school. Well, I wasn't really an artist. I did art.
Reese threw a painting and prayed for the best.
Although I did once paint a tanker wagon by standing on the top of it, emptying a tin of paint over it, and just using a sweeping brush to push it all over.
That is interesting.
But to be fair, I was instructed to do so by the owner. It wasn't something that I chose to do. Right, we're just pulling into Abersaif. We've still got 450 gallons of water, so we haven't done too bad for water.
Well, you may do
It's
that.
only a train development for a week.
Oh my god, it's Di.
No, it's not. It's D.
It's D.
D.
Hi, G!
D can't speak. D is mad.
D has gone mental.
Yes. He's even changed form from a 7F to a GWR 30XX.
Yes. He's a transformer. He's a transformer.
Transgender. Hey up, is that Di?
That is actual Di, yes.
Actual Di is plotting to murder D. That's why D doesn't speak, because he knows if he speaks and takes a line from Di, he's going to kill him, because Di needs maximum screen time.
We need water.
How old are those coaches you used, like those cholesterol coaches?
They came with the original City of Truro pack from Just Trains.
Oof, pretty old then.
Oof! Yeah, I can't remember when they were actually released, to be honest. Nice drink.
They're showing their age, but they don't look half bad.
The only thing about the coaches that I don't like is that the people inside them, they just look really like, the textures are really crap, they look blocky. But that's the same with lots of coaches and train sim, and I just don't see the point. Like, why? I know it's probably to save polys, but sure, you know, they just look so terrible. They really do look terrible. They ruins. I'd rather not have any people in there at all, to be honest.
Can't you remove them from the file?
I have no idea how. If somebody could figure out how to do it.
I'd think that people would be automatically to be able to sit down in certain places when you spawn them in, because they wouldn't all be the same in every carriage, meaning there's probably a system to automatically spawn them in. So you would be able to remove them from the code, most likely. Oh my god, I didn't think they were that bad.
Yeah, they're terrible. There you go.
Yeah.
We've had a nice drink.
Let me give you the grand tour. And that's it. You literally showed me nothing.
And we're going to pull out of Abersaith. Nobody? Okay.
Is Mr. Davy still going to America? Is that still going to be a thing?
Possibly.
I remember seeing that in one of your videos like a year ago.
It was on the cards for Series 2. Whether it's still going to happen, because I'm making a lot of changes to the series, I do not know.
Is Season 2 going to happen? That's a question.
No.
Nah. It's going to happen in 2020 on the moon. Actually,
It's not going to happen at all.
In 2025 on the moon, it will be aired.
Oh yeah, that's right. When the Chinese eventually land on the moon, it'll be, and one small step for China. Oh look, over the hills is on.
Yes. And then Reese creates world peace.
I'll get a Nobel Peace Prize for Over the Hills. Easing tensions between East and West through the use of railway-related stories.
I know that's really unlikely, but I'd like to see that happen.
It would be quite interesting, wouldn't it?
That would.
Oh, we got 4,000 gallons of water in the tender. We've got our happy 30XX now. To be frankly honest, I was expecting to use a bit more water on that journey.
Haha, fate favoured you.
Fate favours the bold.
You see, you could... so you have to go off your hair, right. That's where I've been going wrong.
Well, George is comparing Over the Hills to the Spider-Man franchise for the amount of reboots.
Oof! He's got a point, though. He went there.
I was going to say, what about Batman? How many times has that been rebooted?
Oh, good point.
And here's a question, does Doctor Who count as a reboot?
No.
Why not?
Well, he just regenerates, he doesn't reboot, does he?
Well, the series was, regenerated, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it came back, but it came back as a continuation, didn't...
I don't know, did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Whereas Over the Hills keeps getting the story edited and changed over.
Yeah, like, the changes are... It's like, hey guys, he has a face now.
Well, yeah.
That was to be honest, I'm okay with that change. That was a good change. It was, and you didn't. It took you a couple of years to get back to where you were, but you did it pretty quickly.
Well, it did take. It took just as long.
Yeah, but like, I think it was worthy. A lot, It was a worthy sacrifice.
Yeah, in terms of series, Over the Hills will be my last one.
Sad face.
Well, I mean, I've been doing this for 13 years.
No excuse, Reese.
Oh my god. Is it 13 years now or more? I think it's actually almost more. But
Reese, we need... Reese, Over the Hill is actually a continuation of Bill and Ted because somehow that works. Yes.
Yeah, that completely makes sense.
Honestly, I've seen people make worse things make more sense. Oh my god, a crossover. Actually, that would be scary, an Over Hill crossover with another series.
Yeah, it's already been done.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And I don't really want it to happen anymore.
No, understandable. Come on, Boz. Aha!
Aha!
That is way too fat. Oof, no, need.
Oof.
Ooh.
Ah. Mm. Please work. Stupid train sim. Not train sim. This isn't train sim. This is render.
To be honest, I don't need to have as big a fire as I thought. I'm just blowing off now, so I'm going to let the fire die down a bit.
Oh.
Apparently, I am cheesy oof. Whatever that means.
Yes.
I will agree.
Reese is the bigger Jesus.
I am the big oof. I am the Eggman. I am
Bill
the
and Ted
Eggman.
cameo in Over the Hills with Big Boy. We kind of already had their cameo with Big Boy.
Oh yeah. Should.
What's up, Jesus?
When you realise that the acronym for Over the Hills is OTT because it's over the top. Ah.
We're going over the top, lads. So yeah, what's it called? CSX Heavy Haul had the why not update? I think for Train Sim World, had a graphics
Ooh.
update. Skylar Jensen is saying wondered what happened to Flight of the Phoenix. Oh my god. No,
The what?
it's Flight of the Phoenix, the Over the Hills movie. It's not on Facebook because for a couple of reasons. One reason is that you can only have a video of a maximum of 45 minutes long on Facebook, and also there would be issues with the copyright from the music.
Oh my god, I forgot that Over Hills had like the original Facebook, like the really original.
Yeah, it's all on Facebook, all the original series.
I can't believe I forgot about that. Oh, I feel stupid because I remember that. Like,
And Gary the Steam
original
Engine is up there.
Oh, I was wondering where you could find Gary. This is why he's got Facebook now.
Unfortunately, I've lost the movie. I don't have the file anymore. So it's consigned to history, the movie.
Well, except for those who have the file.
Well, I don't know anyone who's got it. That's the problem.
You gave it to me a few years ago.
You've got it.
Yeah, you gave it to me a few years ago.
What, the Gary the Steam Engine movie?
Oh, not the Gary the Steam Engine one, but Flight of the Phoenix. I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I've got Flight of the Phoenix, but not Gary the Steam Engine. I think that one's consigned to the history books.
Really?
Oh, there's Mr. Davies' office.
Hurry!
Have a look on YouTube now, guys. See that scene. Get the feels.
Oof.
Oof.
Who's oh yeah.
Steamland says, "Hello, Reese."
I went to Didcot yesterday. Yesterday. I've never seen so many cobwebs on an engine.
Neil M is asking, if you think you're not going to do any more Over the Hills, what's going to happen with the office interiors? Well, they're being made for the series, so they're going to be used.
Wait, office interiors?
Yeah, didn't you see it on the video then? That's the Mr. Davies office interior.
I don't see anything.
Oh, I guess you missed it then. Basically, Xavier made me an office scene so that the scenes where you've got interaction between people in this, you know, it can be done in an office setting.
Oh,
It's
that's a really good idea, actually.
It's just to add a bit more depth to the series. And Xavier was planning to make me some more scenes, but to be honest, I think he's busy at the moment, so I don't know whether they're going to materialise or not. I will ask him and see what he's up to. Hopefully they will.
See, that sounds interesting.
But yeah, that's what I was saying before about Over the Hills, is it's going to be... Series 1 is going to be extended to about 15 episodes. So it's going to incorporate a bunch of the episodes from Series 2. And that'll be it then. It'll be 15 episodes and bang, finished. So that's my plan anyway.
That's about the length of the original series, except for the fact that it's going to be better and...
Well, I was going to say each episode will be about 30 minutes long.
Ooh.
That's my plan. And I want to make the whole series and release it on a weekly basis, like releasing an actual TV show.
That sounds...
And we'll do YouTube
upload
has a
it to
premiere
Premiere?
option. Yeah, it's got premieres. So basically, it's you upload a video, but it acts almost like a live stream. But instead of me actually live streaming it, it goes live at that time, and then we are all in the chat, just exactly as we are now.
Yeah.
But we're watching the video together, so it's a bit like a movie premiere.
So basically, like what's it called? A director's cut, but with friends and stuff.
It's not really a director's cut. It's just a premiere. It's the actual episode, but it's just played. But as it's played live, then
the live reaction of everybody.
yeah, everybody can chat as they're doing right now in the live stream chat.
Yeah, that sounds fun. That'll be interesting.
And the important thing is that I'll be there every week in the chat, and then when people are like asking questions about it, I can be like, aha, well here you go.
That sounds really good, actually.
But I'm gonna plan it like in the run up to Christmas. I think I want the final episode to be either on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day or something, or New Year's Eve.
Oh, so the final one's like on New Year's. That is a really dramatic way to go, Reese.
And well, because it's basically my last hurrah.
Yeah.
You know,
understandable.
Your last hurrah as a series creator.
I mean, I'm still gonna do YouTube, as in stuff like this and the Dead Poachers Society
So,
and gaming
you
and live
basically-
stream. But I'm not
Your last
gonna.
project.
It's because it's the biggest. Over the Hills is the biggest thing I've ever done.
Understandable.
And I want it to be as good as it can be. And it's not because I want it to be a million video views or as million subscribers. I just want it. I want to be able to watch it and just think, I'm really proud of that. And at the moment, I watch it back and I'm like, I love it and I'm proud of it, but I know it could be better. Because every time I make an episode, I get better at doing things. Or I think I could have done that differently, I could have done that differently.
You've got to learn not to be too much of a perfectionist about everything, though, because you never get it done.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you know, I also, because I want it to sort of be my legacy. I want to sort of finish my channel, and they'll stay up forever. Then,
Of course. I think like the quality over quantity where you've done things is really good. It also means that the writing is some of the best in Train Sim series. It's the longest going I think I've ever seen because it's just how long it lasts. But the amount of dedication you put into the scripts and the actual visuals of it has made it one of the most aesthetically pleasing and well-looking shows.
But that's the most important thing for me, is that
I
it
like
looks good. And with the 7F, that's why I'm kind of holding off, because Chris from Caledonia Works has sort of said he may make a 7F. And if he makes a 7F, there's no point me running off and filming all the scenes if I'm going to change the loco model. Because in the series, the loco that, or the thing that has grinded my gears for years is the 7F model. Now we've had the Steam Sound Supreme Enhancement Pack, which has made a big difference. It looks much better, and it's, you know, steam effects and whistles and sounds. But the loco itself is still a Kuju model from 2006. And in the cab,
I didn't think it was that old, my lord.
oh, it's from 2006. It's ancient by today's standard. So
It's still pretty good though.
It's decent.
I'm actually
It
looking.
holds up.
I'm actually looking forward to that update as well.
But like
Part of the reason,
the biggest thing is
that's
if you
part
look
of the
at
reason why
if you look at the cab of this loco right now, we're in an external view, and the cab is fully modelled. Like, you can just look from an outside view, and the guys are standing in the cab, and all the controls are there. Whereas with the 7F, it's not there. It's just like a 2D texture, and it just looks really crap. It looks absolutely god awful.
That's what you'd expect from trains, because that's what everyone does on trains.
Well, it's what you expect from MSDS, to be honest.
To be honest, yeah, had 2006 sort of stuff, or even earlier.
It's it's just little things like that grind my gears with the game, and it's things like shadows, textures, and it's those sort of things is what I've been trying to fix. So I watch the videos back, and then I look at the scene, and I go, okay, that's wrong, that's crap, that's wrong, change that, change that. So when I do film it, it's going to look more aesthetically pleasing. Because that is ultimately what I want to achieve.
Yeah.
an updated 7F would be great. Then it might make things a little bit better for my filming, because if I were to take the 7F that I'm going to be doing, and it's the old one, and put it right next to it, and have a Welshman Games 8F show up at some point, or Black 5 or whatever, something newer show up, and you can definitely tell the big difference.
Indeed.
Oh, speaking of Bossman Games, I think if I remember right in a live stream where the main guy showed up in one of Reese's streams, he hinted at possibly doing a 7F. So there's two possibilities here.
To be fair, people hint about making a lot of models. What they actually do, like there's a million things I want to make at the moment. The only things for certain is 813 and some other possible stuff I've discussed with James.
The biggest one is always your first one.
Mm-hmm.
Because that sets the bar.
Indeed. It's why 813, I'm a perfectionist on every single part about it.
But that's where the bar will be set. Like, when people have made locos in the past, and they've gone, oh, it's my first one, here you go, and then it's a crock of shit, then it kind of sets people's expectations, and it can affect your market. Whereas if you look at, like, what I've seen so far of 813, but then look at Bossman Games and Chris's work as well, that's showing the bar is really high there.
Yeah. It's weird coming from like something where you're not expected to do high detail to something where high detail is everything, but I'm glad I have because it's made me improve.
Oh yeah, James, we just passed Leslie.
Oh god, don't crash into her. I mean him. Wait, did I just call him or her?
Well, you would be right in saying that.
Wait, Leslie's a her?
Yes.
Oh shit! Wait, really?
Yeah. Leslie is a girl.
Has that always been that way?
Yeah.
Fuck.
nobody's realised it.
Why'd you get a guy to voice her then?
Don't know.
Oh.
Probably because I didn't have many female voice actors, but now I've got a few more.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's hard. There's not many in the community, more because children are weird.
There is not many female voice actors at all in this line of video making, because there's just not many, and it's not because of sexism or anything, it's just that there's not many girls that are interested in it. And it's not because they're not welcome, it's not because it's sexist, it's just because they're not interested.
Yeah, and that's understandable. I mean, there's the same on Heritage Railways. It's like, there's a few women who work on Heritage Railways, and there are quite a bit, but, you know, compared to, like, the guys, like, the mess rooms are always, like, basically filled with guys. You know, but, like, I hope it slightly changes over the future, but who knows?
Well, this 30XX is lifting this freight up the hill. No trouble there.
You mean physically has picked it up and is carrying it?
Yep, it's lifted it in the air and gone, I have the power!
Yeet.
I absolutely love the sound of this thing chuffing like mad.
Oh, Reese, I've posted another picture in Forge Simulation so you can want your pants.
Yep, I think I probably will.
I've added bars now. So, like...
You can have me, I'll buy some BR uniform and you can model me as a character for the cab if you want.
Oh no, I can't model people for shit. I tried.
It is such a shame because there are not enough human characters in Train Sim.
The problem is,
a lot of variety.
To be able to model people realistically, you have to. That's a whole different way of modeling, and I've seen some people model people like Misk and do it, and Cameron's attempts, but I don't know. I mean, Misk is purposely unhuman, like it's purposely made to look cartoonish. I can understand, but you know, I think the problem is if you come from trying to model industrial locos and you know, moving parts that are built to a diagram, trying to model something that is so, you know, free-handed, and you know, so
well,
like
the thing
natural.
that might be worth trying is importing one from Blender.
Yeah, you probably could do that.
Because
I mean,
Xavier managed, you know, the office scenes. He's imported a lot of the stuff from Blender. It's all free stuff that you can download in Blender, and he's created the office scenes. You know, like the desk and the windows and everything.
Oh, Blender's brilliant. It's what I use, but you can import so many things or change the file so it can be imported into it, and it's really easy to fix models in Blender.
So I'm just surprised that nobody's tried it. I mean, I understand that some models of people may very well be ridiculously high polys.
That's the main problem. But
You know.
I don't. To be honest, Reese, the only ones that are high poly ones tend to be the people who don't actually understand that or not made in Blender. Because if it's actually built in Blender, there are a lot of things that we call modifiers in the modifier tab. To lower polys by using special like effects to make it's complicated stuff, but basically you can make things look curved without using crazy polys.
Yeah.
So in Blender, it is really good to able to make low poly crap for that, but it depends really. That I think the problem with it is, especially for some things like Train Sim, there are sometimes set limitations. So and a random freelance model may not be built to built to meet them.
But that's the thing, is I would love to see things like, you know, BR era people. So, you know, like you can get the 00 gauge packs where you've got like 10 characters and one is shoveling coal, one is oiling, one is using a spanner. And I would love to see something like that, but in Train Sim. Like, and they don't have to move much. They don't, like, because people think, oh, you have to animate them and all that. You don't have to be doing loads of stuff, you know. It's not as though, you know, just having people standing there is enough.
Yeah.
Has James died or is he still there?
James, are you alive? What the fuck?
James died.
The end.
Seek help, mate. Seek help.
Help is on the way. He's been arrested.
Oh fuck.
They don't want to help me.
Call the police. Well, I'm really enjoying this run tonight.
Yeah, it's really nice and calm.
It's just a nice, relaxing, heavy freight. I should have added more. Although it's not really a heavy freight, to be honest. It's although I suspect that these wagons are not really fully weighted in the game.
On the way back up, we can still dice coaches and then take them out for a spin. Indeed. It is extremely hard to find purges of 813's insides.
Where is the loco now?
The 814 fudge knows, man. I think it's still at Seven Valley. It's at last time I saw it was not last weekend, but the weekend before at the gala. I saw it at the it was at Bewdley in the siding.
The thing what might be a good idea is just contact the shed master at Bridge North and just say, hey, can I come and have a look in at 813 and take some photos of the inside?
I have a friend who actually has lit her up a few times, so I'm gonna ask him politely, like, hey, can you take me some photos of the cab and stuff? Because it's only really the cab that I need photos of now. I've got photos of everything else from the million times I've seen it.
Yeah.
And the inside cylinders, I can probably find a picture easy enough and then use diagrams to figure out the rest. It's just a cab now, because James sent me some photos, but they're in the dark, so I would prefer ones in daylight.
I've got a picture of me actually on top of the tank.
Nice one.
Many years
Apparently
ago.
My laugh is good enough for the troublesome trucks.
Oof.
There you go.
DLM 1989 says so.
Okay, he's basically saying you're good enough to be a thug.
Basically, we need to get you recorded so you can be the sound of a troublesome truck. Do you know what? I haven't actually tried making a troublesome truck in with a face.
Oh god. Oh, Reese, I had the most beautiful moment at Didcot yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I was looking for 1361 because that's a model that I'm halfway through making. I was like, where is it? Where is it? And I said to my father, I was like, I found it, and he's like, where is it? And I was like, in several bits, pointing to like the frames of it and the springs.
Oh.
Yes, I was disappointed. But no, I managed to get the final photos to finish the whole complex system of making the inner valve gears. That was to see how it connected to the cylinders. So now, the hardest part is done.
Nice.
Because this has taken me a month. That it's been pain, but holy crap! I never thought I could be able to make that much. But it's good though, because I can reuse that on. Because Stevenson valve gear is used a lot over Great Western locos. That means hell of a lot less pain in the future.
Well, I did advise people years ago. I was like, if you want to make Great Western locos, find all the drawings of all the standard parts and just make yourself a folio of standard parts.
Oh, that's what I've done. I've been collecting standard part photos I can find online whenever. So I've got a list of funnel ones, whistles, tons of parts, and I've also gone out when I was at Didcot to take as many photos as just random parts that are on all the locos, but like you can't find the bloody blueprints of. Yes, that's the word. That was way too hard. But for example, I couldn't find. I'm gonna post this in the voice chat. I couldn't find any pictures at all of this, but so I just took one, and now I can model it. But it's on almost all the tank engines. Because it's so small though, it doesn't. They weren't on the drawings of the loco because it'd be too small for them to draw.
Yeah, I mean, with a folio of all the standard parts, you could really, once you've got all the parts made, you could just be like, okay, today I'm going to make a 7200, or today I'm going to make an Aberdare, or, all the standard parts.
Well, Aberdare is just a City of Truro, basically. It's got the City of Truro boiler. It's got different wheels and a different frame. I'll give it that. But the boiler and cab are basically identical.
Yeah.
As well as a tender. You could probably convert a City of Truro into an Aberdare in about a week or two.
I imagine a City of Truro is just a stretch. An Aberdare is just a stretch City of Truro. But
not really.
Small,
it's just
smaller
a
wheels.
flat. It's just a flat one, really. Same boiler. It's roughly the same length.
Well, I will just say, in my opinion, City of Truro is just an overhyped tea kettle anyway.
Leave.
Right, where's the block button?
Look, what's a ban button, mate?
Yeah, banned for a life.
And
Bye.
Bye.
Anything Great Western is just overhyped tea kettle.
Leave.
It is time for you to die.
Said die. It's time for you to drink liquefied deodorant.
Titmouth Holt is giving you the suck.
Ooh. I only mention in general. Yeah, I've seen that video before. The only problem with that is it's a video, and I need like straight up head-on photos of all the parts inside if possible. A video is good for reference, but it's not very good when you're trying to mold something completely accurately if you get made diesel. But I
D.
appreciate
Edwards
it.
is asking if the Great Western ever made a streamliner. The answer is kind of.
Streamline King, I want to make that. No one wants it, but I want it.
It was a very odd-looking machine.
Odd? How dare you? It was sexy.
It was ugly.
Leave.
America did it better with streamlined steamers.
Leave.
No.
Every time you speak heresy, I'm gonna scream leave.
It's not heresy if it's true.
Leave.
The heretic has spoken.
What just happened?
I hope it hurt, whatever it was.
Quick question, wouldn't that castle being there be unviable because the weight of the castle and having a tunnel under it would mean it would just basically collapse under the tunnel?
No, not necessarily.
Really? Because I've spoken to people about that before when I was speaking to having a castle over tunnel would be really cinematic, and then we had the whole big debate about how it'd be too heavy and it'd cause
Well,
on itself.
put it this way, they built a tunnel through the mountain. The mountain itself probably weighs about 10 to 20,000 tons. Actually, probably a lot more looking at the mass of the mountain.
Fair point.
There's probably about, even more, I'd say 30 to 40,000 tons of earth sat right above the tunnel. The castle is probably, what, 1,000 or 2,000 ton of stone? So in the grand scheme of it,
It's fair, but because the hill's smaller though, and a castle's so concentrated weight on certain areas, you could see how that could go wrong.
I mean, there probably would be some form of shift, but when they build a tunnel, they dig the hole and then they line it. So with the lining, it's supported.
I see your point there. Yeah.
We need to do the token exchange.
That would be really cool to see animated into Train Sim. A token exchange.
Something I've been waiting for.
I think that would be possible through using... I'm trying to think...
We could just use Rita as a voice for it.
The problem with doing that for Train Sim would mean two separate people, like one a model in the loco and one a model on the ground, would have to connect somehow, because to give that over, it would actually have to give the data from that loco, the token, to the signalman. Doing so it'd be really difficult, because
I would like to see it done for
NPCs.
Train Sim World.
The Train Sim World, that would be possible, mostly because that is new software and it can be written for. With Train Sim, I don't think it's possible in like the parameters of the game, if I'm going to be honest.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure somebody could probably work it out.
The main problem with it, Reese, is the fact that the person in the train, have to give an object's value from the loco to an NPC on the ground, or not NPC, but person, like an object basically. Giving an object from the loco to another object. I don't know how you could do that.
Well, I mean, they can do it. You could probably do it like cargo loading,
Actually, that's a fair point.
because
Yeah,
that's technically loading and unloading an object.
Does that have an animation to it?
It does, yeah.
I suppose you could do it that way. Do you have to be stopped to do that though, or can you do that moving?
Both, I think.
If you can do it moving, then it probably could be done actually. If you set the animated person as actually a load giving. Yeah, I think that could be done. It'd be a very painstaking operation to do, and to model and the coding for it would be horrendous. But I think it could possibly be done if they have an unloading system. You could probably take advantage of that. It's just finding someone willing to code and put time and effort into animate
Well, the question is, why would you do that now when Train Sim is effectively, if you want to think about it, it's in its sort of twilight years now.
Yeah.
You know, we're supposed to be moving towards Train Sim World as the replacement, even though Train Sim World is by far nowhere near ready to be the replacement.
Train Sim World's really good, but I think the problem for Train Sim World is that Train Sim's just got too big of a following. It's going to be a massive thing for years.
Oh no, I'm going to be playing Train Simulator for decades. I've bought way too much DLC to get rid of it.
I spent hundreds of pounds on that game, man.
I've probably spent about 10,000.
Jesus Christ!
In the last 10 years, I've probably spent close to £10,000 on DLC for this game.
This proves that Reese has no life.
You know,
No, it just proves
I
that
enjoy my hobby.
Reese spends a lot of it. Reese's bank account really likes Train Sim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I've spent an absolute fortune on this game, so there's no way I'm going to give it up. And I understand that you might not be able to sort of change, you know, Train Sim DLC into TSW. I get that. Or at least give us the ability to have it made in the first place. Like, they haven't released any notes for developers. They haven't released an editor.
Yeah. Exactly. By doing that, they basically tell the community, you have what we want you to have.
Exactly.
And when a game limits you to what they want, especially for a game that's train related, where the community wants to build what they have near them, it's so limiting. It's my main reason why I don't like Train Sim World. It's a really good development on trains. It's just
It's been piss poorly executed.
yeah.
That's the biggest failing of it. Is it could have been the next Train Sim. I've said
Indeed.
this so many times. It could have been the replacement for this game. That's what it was built up to be. You know, the hype was that it was going to be the biggest thing to come out in 10 years for train simulators. And it just simply wasn't. It's just half. It's not even quarter of a game. And it's not because I want to have a dig at Dovetail and I can never be pleased. It's because I've been a follower of Dovetail for a decade. And if anyone says I'm not a supporter of them, well, I've spent almost 10 grand on DLC. That says I'm a supporter of the game, I'm sure. You know.
Yeah. And you've also, and also, it's, blur, if I can say the words, you are, quite big in the train sim community. You're not the last person to be bad-mouthing, the game. But it's, the truth is that the game just isn't perfect for this community. It's not finished. Exactly. This is a community that likes to build, and they don't like the parameters of having to do what someone else wants you to do.
I mean, if you look at the development that's taken place for Train Simulator, when it was released on Steam and everybody freaked out, saying, "Oh my god, what if Steam crashes or goes down? What will we do with all our purchases?" But we got over it, you know? The community got over that. That was huge. I don't know how many of you remember it, but when this game first came out on Steam, the amount of bitterness that there was about that.
I think I got it when it first came out for Steam. That's when I first got introduced to Train Sim when I was really little.
Yeah, it was 2009 was when it came out on Steam. And
that's when I bought it.
And it was enormous, the fact that it was on Steam. So many people were on UK Train Sim going, "I will never buy this, I will never support this on Steam. What if I lose my login? What if somebody hacks my account?" But here we are 10 years later, and it's pretty standard now that you buy a game in digital form.
Exactly.
It's an industry standard now.
Mm.
So we will adapt to change. The world always does. It's just, we need... No, I don't know.
Oh, hello, Cornish Crusader. How goes my commission? Respond to DMs more often.
I just realised I'm going the wrong way. What commission have you got?
I commissioned him for a song.
A song?
Yeah. British Grenadiers. Because I want to make it my OP for my series or whatever.
Nice.
I don't know if I want to do a series. I'm not that kind of person. I'm too much of a perfectionist, but I do want to do one-off episodes of train-related things.
I mean, only do a series if you want to do it. You don't feel like you have to.
Yeah, I don't have an amazing idea.
It's so many people make a series or try to make a series, and they build it up, and they just don't execute it very well. And it's not. It's mainly because they don't have enough originality. They try and what I find is that people try and copy other people. And it's
there are a million copies of Over the Hills.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't make me happy to see that, and it's not because I want and people using the same music and me, and it doesn't fill me. It doesn't make me happy because you've got an opportunity to do something really unique, but people choose not to do it because they want to copy me.
It's why I'm commissioning music and buying the rights to use music of other songs that I haven't heard before. I know Lowell used British Grenadiers for the series, but Lowell changes his song every year, and I personally really like that song.
Well, you've got justification for doing it, and that's fine.
But personally, I'm more a person that wants to do one-off stories, because if I commit to a story arc, I'm the person who likes to write whatever comes into my head randomly. I can't, and it's not always chronological. So while I still write for trains just because I'm used to, and I'm not at all, got the experience to do train sim stuff. I still, I've written a script for something that I want to do, but I spent about 2 years on it so far. Still haven't released it, or even, but it's the whole reason I bought Aberdare. But I'm more of a one-off person, but there are a lot of series on that just start and just fail because you need originality, really. As you said, it's coming up with something new. But I think that comes more with maturity, because I find that the best ideas from this community. I'm not trying to be mean to children. I'm just saying that it tends to be with those who have matured.
Right, I'm just running back onto the shed now, and then I'll be calling it a night. So it'll be another 5 minutes or so. So Great Western Die is backing down to the shed for disposal.
D!
Great Western D.
D with a green tender and a red loco. That's the 7F. We need it. Oh yeah, everyone calling you out for having Roblox on your computer. I saw that in the chat.
Well, I don't see why. What's the problem?
Well, I think it wasn't more calling out, it was more... I haven't played that in 8 years.
I've played it once.
7 or 8. I haven't played Roblox since I was 7. That was 8 years ago. I stopped playing because...
It was free, and I only downloaded it because I saw someone on YouTube played it, and there was a Titanic, like Abandon the Titanic game.
Yes, I remember that.
And I really liked the look of it, and I wanted to play it. But I've been meaning to stream it just for the shits and giggles, not for any other reason.
That would be some good shits and giggles. It's also a free multiplayer game, so you can get like lots of people in. Oh, I remember those days. Like the game's like really changed since then. Like, I don't play it, but I've talked to those who played it. It's gone from like Abandoned Titanic and all these like tycoon games to. I mean, there's a massive train following on it that I found surprising. Like some people really are into it. It's like, oh, okay. That game's really old though. That's like early 2000s that was made.
Oh,
But,
I've got a loading thing.
And D smashed into the turntable. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Rolling back light engine to the depot. I haven't actually driven on the Somerset and Dorset for a very long time.
That was my childhood, man. I played on. This is when I was like 9ish, so I didn't have like the money to go out and buying trains DLC because like that would take me months to get like one. So basically, I just had the Somerset and Dorset and Tornado, and I basically just played that for about 2 years straight. But you can get lots of shits and giggles out of the free roam and that. That was really fun. Smashing coaches or just shunting a coach, so it's a box and a coach, a box and a coach, a box and a coach. Yeah, good days to train sim. Do you know what I like to say? The animated eyes on like those sort of things.
What, on the faces?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice to do that, but yeah.
Have you ever considered because it's becoming it's been a thing in trains for like ages, but like not many people used it because it takes a lot of effort. Well, not a lot of effort, just you need to be skilled. Have you ever tried using like crazy talk on the eyes and mouth so that you can edit it so the mouth moves and the eyes?
I did download that once, like the free trial, just to get and try it. I just couldn't get on with it.
Some people have actually managed to make it look half decent.
Yeah, I downloaded it and I just couldn't figure it out. So I just
Neither.
thought it was too much effort. Oh dear, something has happened to this route.
Oh, what's happened?
There's all the ground has moved on this road, and I don't know why. I've never seen. That was not like that before. That's new. So I don't know what's happened there. I might have
No,
to.
he's not. He's not done yet. Engine 87546. He's got more in him. For how long we don't know, but like
Another 10 minutes or so, we're going to turn around on the turntable and then go on shed.
lovely. Oh, yeah, I see what you. The train seemed to have been.
I don't know
Seen
what's happened with that. I think it might be because I've got 2 or 3 versions of this route. So maybe.
Smash it into the buffers.
Smash it into the turntable.
Yes, there's nothing else to do. Just smash it into the turntable.
Yes. That's how Over the Hill Season 2 ends. I smashed into the turntable and after close railway.
Di fell into the turntable. Well, the end. Now, Western Die's going to go over a set of curves that are way too tight for an engine of this size.
He's gonna derail. He's gonna just go, nope, and flop over.
No.
Well, like in the Super Pug episode where all the vans just kept falling over.
Oh god, I saw that. That's...
That was so just like attempt number 1, attempt number 2, attempt number 3. And then one of them, I remember, derailed and just kept trying to drag him.
Yeah, that it just kept going. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough.
Then, oh fuck, it was changing the box
the
hands.
episode, you just left it and put a bunch of question marks.
So we've booked on the shed. I love this engine.
Just Jesus starts like in-game morphing. It's like, I love you too, Reese. And like, what the fuck?
What the hell?
I'm sentient. Oh shit, that's scary. Oops.
Just rolling onto the old turntable now.
They see me rolling. I hate it.
Until you derail.
Oh my god.
Why don't you catch me taking those cocaine trucks? I can't sing. Reese, wasn't this in Over the Hills episode 6? Yes, it was. Not Reese. Di went onto a turntable. Di turned on a turntable. He connected us to some coaches and cliffhanger.
And that was the end of the series, and nobody found out what ever happened again.
That turntable was really nice.
Ben Skeleton says, and thus Di decided to fall on the turntable will end it all. Unfortunately, he fell upwards and went into space.
Duh. No, you silly plonkers. Reese became an alien. Duh.
He got beamed up by E.T.
Oof. I watched The Train for the first time today. Like, the movie. From like,
Oh.
have any of you seen it?
Is it the one with Burt Lancaster?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I've seen some of
I have
it.
the DVD. I was gonna watch it on my road trip, and I never did because I left my headphones home.
Oh! That was a wobble.
And so the turntable failed, and that left
It was a
Western
good movie,
Di.
actually. I enjoyed that movie, actually.
Yeah, he learned how to drive the locomotive himself,
Is he
so he
derailed?
could do his part.
I'm not even going to ask what's wrong with that scene.
Yeah, the turntable didn't line up properly. It's only
But yeah,
visual.
you're- Wait, nope.
Do you know what? I've never tried this coaling tower.
Let's do it, kids.
I'm gonna try it. Let's see what happens.
Do it.
I've never tried it. Let's see if it actually works to take on coal. We need to come back a bit.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think's gonna happen. It's
Wait,
gonna
no,
be
no,
like
no,
that
wait,
one
wait,
episode of-
wait.
It's gonna be just like that one episode of Thomas the Tank Engine where Thomas
Please,
is
that's-
covered in coal.
Reese,
Oh, sorry. I thought you were stopping there. I thought you were going to the plant. I was like, that's an ash plant, not a coal plant. You're going to be putting the wrong thing in your tender, mate.
Let's fill the tender full of ash. It's a shame we don't have a mineral wagon to sit on the loader.
Oh, that would be cool. Put Percy on it.
Yes, Percy up into the loader. Right, time to see if it actually works, because I've never seen it work. It works! But it put, like, hardly any coal in.
But you proved it works.
Yeah, it works. Let's shovel like hell, just to see, let's get rid of some of the coal out the tender, just to see if we can make it work.
And Dee's boiler exploded. The end. That's a really cinematic scene. Just doing the thing with a nice lighting. I tell you what, for like a 12, how old is Train Sim? Is 12 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
For a 12-year-old game, the lighting engine in this isn't too bad.
It has been updated many times.
Ah, makes sense then.
Right, let's do... No, it's not going to
See,
work.
every time I see that interior, I just remember the stream where I watched Chris make that reverse, and I'm looking at that reverse, like, I remember how he made that. And I don't know why, but that's the thing that most sticks with me, is like a bloody reverser. Sexy though. Sexy mash.
Power!
Power! Power! But nothing's happening.
Power!
Oh.
Wait
Oh,
a minute.
How do you put the... Control Shift and C to put the lamps on the back.
Dare you, City Ponga?
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
Sounds like a shifty situation.
Boo! That was a bad joke.
I'm full of them.
Boo! Leave.
Leave, you say, huh? Well, how about now?
Oh shit. Train Sim is weird. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like the sleepers of all the track be completely 3D until it gets to a point when it's gonna be completely 2D.
Yeah, and that is a source of contention for me, unfortunately. Even in Train Sim World, that still happens, and that really...
Seriously?
Yeah, it irritated the hell out of me.
What the fudge? It didn't even do that in Trains. Trains has gone past that. Trains has procedural points now, so it actually is animated the points. And they have 3D sleepers. How the fudge has Train Sim not done that yet?
Because it's stupid. It's an oversight, and nobody wants to correct it. And I'm just like, seriously? That's something which should have been fixed 10 years ago. Because it does. It looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't even made, like, with the, individual objects so you could add the chairs and stuff yourself. That would be a better way to do it. If it's not possible, you could just add all the chairs and sleepers yourself to make it look better.
Someone could probably model them.
Because if you modelled, like, a track rule where the points just give you the rails, and then you have to individually put all the sleepers down...
That wouldn't be hard to model that, Reese.
No, but it would take a bloody long time to do. But
God, yeah, it would probably take like 5 minutes per point.
Way more than that. But the result would look spectacular. Anyway,
I don't
chaps.
think it'd be worth it.
Anyway, chaps, we've reached the end. We've disposed of D. We've chucked him in the shed. We tried filling up with coal. Didn't really work, but yeah.
Well, we proved that the coal chute works.
It does work, yes. Right then, so I guess it's time to call it a night. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Rate, comment, subscribe and all that crap, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody.